I'm Dr. David Bernstein. Welcome back to our series, The iModes in Action. Today, we're going to talk about how to use the iModes to explore emotional needs. And in particular, we're going to show you how to introduce the emotional needs cards to the patient. These are 5 cards that represent different fundamental emotional needs that you can see in all children and all adults. And we're going to demonstrate how you can use these cards to explore needs, in particular in the context of relationships. And we're going to be looking at the same patient whom we followed for the last few videos, Ron. And we had analyzed his pattern of escalating modes in his fights with his girlfriend. And today we'll also show you how you can go further in helping him to understand the patterns in his relationship by focusing on emotional needs. So enjoy today's video. So Ron, we've been talking about your relationship with Emma, and last time we talked about that pattern of the fights and the way it escalates and the different modes that you notice in yourself. And when it comes down to relationships are really about getting one's emotional needs met. Getting your needs met, her getting her needs met. That's really the ultimate thing. And I thought maybe we could take a look at that. The degree to which you're getting your emotional needs met in the relationship in different areas. Would that be okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, we have these cards that represent 5 basic emotional needs, and these are kinds of emotional needs that everybody has. I mean, we have them from the time that we're children, and then they come into play in different places in our lives as we grow up, and especially in our close relationships. So, the first of these emotional needs is attachment. This is something that everybody has, just the need to be close and connected, to feel loved and nurtured, to be able to give love and receive love. And the second is the need for autonomy, the need to be independent, to stand on our own 2 feet, to kind of determine our own destiny. And the third is the need for, empathy, to be able to express our feelings, to feel that, we can be heard, that other people, when we express our feelings, we express our needs, that other people can listen and can validate them. And the fourth is the need for, spontaneity and play, like if you think about what kids spend most of their time doing, it's playing, So that's true for us as adults too, also in our relationships, there's a need for that. And then finally, there's the need for limits, and which may not sound like a need, but we also need to feel that we can set limits and boundaries. That people don't cross our boundaries, and also that we don't cross other people's boundaries. And we also have the degree to, an ability to also know where our limits are, and we can control ourselves, not let things get out of hand. So if you take a look at these, 5 cards, what I'd like you to do is just first of all to tell me in which of these areas do you feel like you're getting your needs met enough in your relationship with Emma? Like, if you look through each of these 5 needs, maybe choose, a couple of them where you feel like these are the areas where I really am getting my needs met, maybe not perfectly, but maybe, sufficiently enough.
Okay, yeah. I guess definitely attachment.
Okay.
And play.
Okay. So attachment and play. So can you just tell me a little bit about it? What about attachment?
Yeah, I mean, when we're not fighting, we're actually really close and intimate, and it's really safe also.
Okay.
And also, yeah, we have fun and have play, and actually, yeah, that's good.
Okay, well, I'm really glad to hear that. Okay. Yeah. So, you can get your needs for intimacy and closeness met with her. Feel when things are going well, it feels good, it feels cozy, it feels safe.
Yeah.
And you can be playful with each other and have fun. Yeah, but okay, that's great to hear. It's really nice. And now, if you look through the other three cards, are there any areas where you feel you really are not getting your needs met, where it really isn't sufficient for you?
Yeah, the autonomy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, the freedom, and that I also can go out with friends and have this freedom to also do what I want. And
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's very interesting because last time when we were talking about the patterns with your fights with Emma, that I wonder if this isn't the issue that it's revolving around for you. Because remember when you told me about what triggers you, like at the beginning of those fights, it always seems like it's the same thing. It's you want to go out with your friends, you want to do your own thing, and then you see that look on her face, that it's looking sad or hurt or guilt-inducing, whatever that face is, and then that triggers a particular mode in you. Remember that from last time?
Yeah.
It triggers your angry child mode, right? And we talked about the fact that this is a mode, the angry child, that's all about feelings of unfairness, right? And maybe this is what that feeling of unfairness is about for you. Maybe that feeling of unfairness is, like, I need to have some autonomy in this relationship.
Yeah.
And when that is getting stifled so much, that's what is leaving you feeling so frustrated and so angry.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely the lack of freedom makes me angry. Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the things also, that I know about relationships is that very often there is this kind of balance between attachment and autonomy. That we really need both, right? We need closeness and, being together, but we also need to be able to have our own space and have our own identity and have our own freedom. And this is often the central balance in relationship, is getting this right.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks very clear.
Yeah. Okay.